Yes, I saw a lot of post, no news posting. So I just come up and um explain or read. I'm gonna read what people post. They comments on the news, and this is the title of the news: Muslim across Middle East rally in support of Palestinian. So this is about the new post in here. Israel airstrike in Gaza Strip have stoked concern and anger among Arabs and others in the region over the human, humanitarian situation in the Palestinian territory under siege. Gaza is running out of food, water, electricity, and fuel, while Palestinians trying to flee to safety have nowhere to go. Tens of thousands of protesters relied and Tari scored in the Iraqi capital of Baghdad, burning large Israeli flags in Iran, which support Hamas with arms, training, and um, money. Clouds of thousands carried banner reading down with Israel and waved Palestinian flags. The Iran-backed Hezbollah movement in Lebanon held a rally in in the southern suburbs of Beirut. Issue of Palestinian will not end by destroying Gaza. Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi told a crowd in southern Iran, the people of Palestine and the, the world will hold you accountable because we consider defeating, defeating Palestinian, defending Palestinian as our duty, he said, according to Iranian state media. Okay. Down here, protests also erupt at Cairo, Al Azhar Mosque, the seat of Sunni Islamic learning dispute. Egyptian restriction as on a demonstration. Smaller crowds gathered in the Persian Gulf, state of Bahrain and Qatar, and in Tunisia, Syria, and ally of Hamas doesn't permit protest, and neither does Saudi Arabia, where demonstrations were also absent from the street. The Palestinian struggle for self-determination has been a motive issue across the region for decades, and the war could undermine efforts to improve diplomatic ties between Israel and Arab states. It has the potential to dare U.S. Mariette talks to normalize ties between Israel and Saudi Arabia, which is gathered pace over the summer. More than 1,300 Israelis, including many civilians, were killed when Hamas designated terror, terror, terrorist or organization by the U.S. and the European Union launch of surprise attack last weekend. Its fighters target military base and towns in southern Israel, also kidnapping at least 100 hostage. Um, in response to Saturday's attack, Israel has said it aimed to destroy Hamas. The Israeli Air Force said it has dropped about 6,000 bombs at targeting Hamas sites and officials in Gaza since Saturday. It has mobilized troops and tanks on Gaza border and asked people in Gaza City to evacuate because military operations would take place there. Almost 1,800 Palestinians have been killed so far, more than half of them women and children, and more than 7,400 wounded, according to the health authority in Gaza. The war between Israel and Hamas risks drawing in other Iran-backed militant groups across the region, especially Hezbollah. Hezbollah now its duties very well, and we are ready and fully prepared. He, Hezbollah Deputy Secretary General named Kazim say at the Beirut rally, the Israeli goal of wiping out Gaza will be a path to the extension. Their extension, he added. Hamas called on Palestinians to march to the Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem, Old City, a flashpoint religious site where Israeli police have clashed repeatedly with Palestinians in the past. Israeli security blocked the road leading to the mosque. Hamas also called on its supporters in the occupied West Bank to confront Israeli troops. Thousands gathered in Ramallah, the West Bank administrative center, including people cheering in support of Hamas. We are the men of Mohammed Dev. Some of the protesters chant referring to the commander of Hamas armed wing Israel security force. They spurred protests with light ammunition and tear gas as they marched toward by nearby Israel settlements. At least 9 Palestinians were killed in the West Bank after clash broke out between protesters and Israeli security force, according to the Palestinian Health Ministry. A spokesman for the Israeli military didn't confirm or deny that Palestinians were killed in clash with security force in the West Bank. The military said there were violent riots throughout the West Bank during which is Palestinian led and raw during entire burn entire draw Molotov cocktail and stone and its several area uh, um, men and a number of kids also live fire toward those who pose a danger to the force, according to the spokesman. The rising acrimony in the West Bank could throw the area into further escalation with Israel after a year of violent flare ups. The Israeli army has said it will supply thousands of firearms to licensed citizens across the country to defend themselves and that anyone challenging Israel in the West Bank will be met with huge force. National Security Minister Itamar Ben um, Gvir say this week, we will be ensuring that we are prepared with guns on every street corner. The Palestinian Authority, which are partly governor, governs the West Bank and is led by federal uh, rival of Hamas, has expressed solidarity with Gaza and warned that army several rigs are blowing things up in the West Bank. In Jordan, Starch regional or ally of the U.S. authorities used to tear gas on protests head toward the border with the West Bank and block cars traveling on the highway in that direction after issuing a ban or uh, relies on the border. In downtown Amman or Amman, the Jordanian capital, thousands of protesters gathered under heavy security presence after Friday prayer in a peaceful demonstration. The rally attended by Jordanians and Palestinians was called by the Muslim Brotherhood, which is a message Thursday call on the country government to arm Jordanians. We will sacrifice our soul and blood for uh, Asa or Asa. Chant to protesters waving Palestinian flag referring to the mosque in Jerusalem. Open the border, they call. We are going to Jerusalem in millions. Mohammed Ghassan, a car dealer, said he relied to protect the identity of the Arab world and for Palestinian liberation. We want our voice to be heard, he said. Okay. This is what the new post. Okay, so I I kind of have a feeling, a thought that uh, maybe not all of the Middle East people, but what I know that happening, what is happening there in Syria, Iraq, and Israel. Um, these countries are very long history, the violence since Jesus' time. Okay, until now. So what people comment here, uh, these people, including men and women, were like the children of Satan, as Jesus said at Matthew chapter 13, verse 3. Jesus answered, the one who sowed the good seed is the Son of a Man. The field is the world, and the good seed stands for the people of the kingdom. The weeds are the people of the evil one, and the enemy who sows them in is the devil. The harvest in the end of the age, and the harvest are angels. Okay. The next comments taken from the Hamas Charter. The Charter states that our struggle and against the Jews is very great and very serious and call for the eventual creation of the Islamic State in Palestine in place of Israel and Palestinian territories, and the obliteration or dissolution of Israel. And the next comment, and not the tennis expression of sadness for the innocent one who were killed by the attackers, should be less lesson to the world that falling to learn from history. 9/11 at times several thousand results in it being repeated. And who are the enablers who consistently try to appeasement, thinking it will be changed deeply in grand behavior. Of course, the next commands, of course, they do. You have to understand this not really about land, but about holy war. The Bible says God will not allow Israel to fall. If they can destroy Israel, they prove their point that God does not favor them. The Palestinians are very much a part of this as well as other Arab nations. The next command, can we separate the Palestinian and Hamas factions? Those living in Gaza have, because of Hamas, had their homes, businesses lit, families destroyed due to Hamas. Don't imagine they are too grateful that grateful, grateful for that. And the next command is, yet the U.S. will allow them to settle here even though they hate us and every we stand for, except they like our money, just a bunch of opportunities. The next command, thank you, local dem- Democrat. Democrat. West, the next command is Western civilization does this non-workable situation on them, and the world who are the uh, opportunist, opportunists. The next comment is 100% idiot. The next comment is the crusades were launched in crusades were launched in retaliation to the exact same violence that site is causing today. The next comment: before I form an opinion, may I ask just one question? Do Palestinians support Hamas? Hamas. The next question: I wish the world, especially the one in the title, would learn the actual history and reality of how Israel came to be and how the past came to be in their situation. Israel was created by the uh, League League of Nations, the uh, pre- precursor to the UN. Israel did not get created out of nothing, and on the day of her birth, she was attacked on all sides with the goal of uh, an, annihilation. She told the residents they could stay, just not fight them. The Israelite, or if they left, they could not come back. Those who trust their neighbors stay, and their children and grandchildren live much better lives than those who left, doomed to be used as pawns by the countries that failed to absorb absorb them after they lost the war. There was no excuse for the surrounding countries to not absorb those poor people. It was purpose for use as a pawn and shells and continue to this day. I lay the suffering at the feet of their brethren, brethren in surrounding country. The next the next commands. Yet the U.S. will allow them to settle here, and though they hate us and everything, every everything we stand for, except they like our money, just bunch opportunities. Mm. Okay. The next comment: can we separate the Palestinian and Hamas faction, those living in Gaza, because Hamas had home business? Okay, I think somebody just repeat this. America need to go to fight them. Russia quite hiding behind the scene. Um, the next command: the people protesting in support of Palestinians in the United States. There are potential threat and should be treat according with data gathered on them with their being watched and put on the no-fly list. Okay. Anyone support people who decapitate, cap, decapitate babies is truly insane, and supporting terrorists is disgusting. Okay. I read this pretty much is similar, but I tell you, you people, Middle East, you like freedom, then don't join the terrorist organization. You want freedom. You join the wrong leaders, then you're gonna fall. Okay. Don't even think that you're gonna take over this world. Okay. God will not allow evil or Satan to rule this world. Okay. So I believe I kind of know that mostly Middle East people in they are they are they follow the terrorist leader. Okay, they follow the wrong leader. Uh, why I seen the video in Gaza. I my heart is crying. My heart is crying. My heart is crying because a lot of children they got injured. Some are some are dying. Some are dying. A lot of parents die. They left their children. They left their relative. Some are lost. Your brother, sister, your parents. You lost your arm, your legs, and you totally disabled. I the people in the Middle East, Muslim world. Your mind is thinking to be like evil, like God, the violence. Okay, the God of violence. Okay, you you don't protect your peace. You don't protect your peace. You don't you don't live uh, in the in the freedom world. You live as in the violence world. Okay, I look at in the many years long time ago. I kind of think that your mind is set for the violence. You don't really forgive. You're not forgiven people. You your mind is set for the wrong leader, the one of the terrorists, the gangsters. Your mind has set as totally men, women, including children. Your mind has said to someone that is leading you to be destroyed, to be terrorists. Follow them. Okay? Your mind is not safe for freedom or for democracy. You have set your mind for terrorists, violence, organization of violence. It's like your kingdom. Your kingdom is violence. Your kingdoms are violence. Okay, you may not agree me. You are not unforgettable person. People, I kind of think that Middle East people, Muslim world, they set their mind to be a god, that they want to take over this world. Okay, they want to take over this world. They want to be their own world. They want everybody to be like them, to be terrorists, to be violence. Okay, hate, murder, kill, torture. Okay, your mind is popular. Your mind is popular in that way. Your favor. Your mind has said you die for what you're doing. You die for. You think that you die. You die and you want to die. You want to kill yourself for. You don't care who you are. You don't care about your children. You don't care about your parents. You don't care about your relatives. And you think you can kill yourself for terrorists, for violence. Okay? Our mind, our heart is evil thought. Okay? And that's why we don't we don't have a freedom. Our children is dying, handicapped, disabled, because it's not what they're born from, but you create this. Okay? You create violence. You don't hold peace. You hold the violence in your mind. Not probably. I know it's very very painful. Very, very painful. I saw many videos and YouTube. People post on from the news, world news. Many children are injured. They lost their parents. Many of you lost your mom, your parents. You lost your relative, your cousin, your brother, and sisters. Who create this war? Who create this violence? You are the one create. You are the one that create this violence in your community, your country, your village, and including your government. You think that you are very top and you can handle this world. You want to be a god to control this world. But you don't even think that you are not the only one in this world. Okay. Let me think this. Um, Peace is the answer. If you follow the terrorism organization, you will you will have no peace. Okay, you will have no peace. Look every day now. Democracy, freedom, they are target for the uh, terrorist organization leaders. They are aiming them. Okay, so don't don't be so top. Don't be so top. We all are creation. We are the creation from God. God is the creator. We cannot be a God. Human cannot be a God. Human is a sinners. We cannot be a God. We are human. Okay. We cannot handle this world. We cannot hold this world to be ourselves. Okay, we are not the owner. We are not the owner in this world. Okay, we are not the creator. No matter you you will not survive. You will not live forever. You your terrorist organization, your your okay, you are the terrorist organization. You are leading people to be killed. Like uh, Gaza in Israel today. Hamas is the key to destroy Palestinians cities, including the cities and the people. Hamas is the key of leading the Palestinian people to to fall, okay, to be destroyed. They are not come to make peace with the the Palestinian. They all set their mind, their plan in Gaza and a Palestinian towns to destroy the Palestinian people. Where you go? So you had no place to go. You had no place to hide. It's totally. I didn't go there, but I kind of look at in the map, or in a video like YouTube. I research a lot about in Israel, and I know it's totally desert. Again, if you have war, where you can you cannot find food to eat. You cannot survive. Your children gonna die. You're gonna die. If the Israel government they stop food providing food, waters, energy to Gaza, you you're gonna die. Okay, look at the long story that you violence in the many years ago. Since I was uh, 19 years old, I and now I'm 55 years old, and I look at that. It's a pretty long history of violence in between the Palestinian and Israel. Okay, you 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 just make this pain and suffering for you for your people. Okay, I don't know. You have any drama in your mind? You have any anxiety about what you're doing in the past, so on? I believe no more will be Gaza will be wiped out because Hamas, the enemies in your town, and it's like virus. It's a virus in your city, in your people. So now they gotta use a cleanup. They're gonna crush down that virus. Okay, the the Israel gonna crush down the virus, or they're gonna destroy that virus. Okay, I look at the Syria and the Syria government and their people, the 2012, and the city are totally gone, ghost town. Okay, what we are not set our mind to be democracy or freedom. We are not protect our democracy and freedom, and this is what we look alike. We uh, our kingdom, your kingdom falls. Yeah, you only do for your people. You only do for you. This is what you do for you. Say, bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do? It will come for you. Okay, so I kind of feel sad. The Muslim world. I know that like Saudi Arabia, in Egypt, uh, some other like Dubai, some other place they have said they are mind for freedom. They protect their freedom. Okay, and they have beautiful architecture, buildings, agriculture. They protect their freedom from terrorists. Their government protect their freedom, their country, their city, their people. And those countries are most likely now they are civilization like Dubai. Okay? But part I just say is Syria, Iraq, and Gaza, Israel. Okay, I think Israel is more likely they have protect their freedom and the people. Okay, Gaza is very small. It's a city. Okay, it cannot be a an, a country or a nation. Gaza is a city in Israel. How can we call them a nation or a country? Because they just is like in a New York city. They just make us that. And how can they be a nation? Okay. I have read the Israel background or history that they came from Egypt because their God has promised them and gonna give the Canaan land, the Palestine long time ago, Palestine, okay, long time ago. Is no city there. It's just totally empty, like in the desert. People live peacefully. People live in a wherever you want. Okay, but God has promised the land, the Canaan, for the Israel people to worship Him in there, to build His temple there. If not, God took them or take them from Egypt to live in Canaan and Palestine. Then they will still live back in Egypt. But God is the one that chosen the Israel, and brought them from Egypt to live to worship God in the desert, the mountain Sinai, for 40 years. And after that, that was Moses, and after Moses, and then Joshua then lead the Israel people to Canaan, and God has promised them they don't want to come from Israel to live in Canaan, because They hunger. They want to live back. I know that the Israel Israel people, they want to stay back in Egypt, but God is the one that chose them and gave them the land, the promised land. Okay, and purpose is God, the God of Israel, uh, Abraham, Isaac, God that chose the Israel people to build a temple for Him in Jerusalem, and that's why they took over those land to be their God. And a lot of people coming from around the world in Israel, not for the Palestinian, but it's for the Israel people, their God, the the God the of Israel. And the Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, their God, the promised land. Okay, don't ever think that the Israel took over your land. God is the one took over your land. The God of Israel, Abraham, Isaac, the God of Israel took over your land. He owned the land. He want to build his temple there, his worship there. Okay. So I don't want you guys no hate each other. No hate each other. No violence in the future no more. I know it's very painful. It's very suffering. My heart is crying for the Palestinian and the Israel. It's very painful. Your country, your city is very, very small. It's as big as United States. It's a state. Okay, it's like a United States. Uh, it's as big as a state in the United States. Okay, it's very so we don't live as a violence, but we live as a peacemaker. We have to be a peacemakers. All everything you guys cannot provide for yourself. The Israel people, Israeli people, they provide food, energy, water to you. You cannot be your own boss. Okay? Everything you depend on the Israeli people. So it doesn't mean that we are have to under their control, but this land is very small, and we are needing each other. We need job, we need food, we need school, we need education. Okay, we don't really create enemy uh, to each one. Okay, Israel is your neighbor, is your relative, is your cousin. Palestinian is your relative, your cousin. All these people are just relative and cousin. Okay, if you don't set a mind to this, and then we just want to be top, we just want to be a boss, to be the boss, and we cannot make peace. Okay. Okay. So God has said the Israel people in the land in Canaan. God has promised for the Israel people. What can you do? If this God land you cannot take away, you cannot do anything. God will provide the Israel everything they want. They 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 can do anything they want. They want freedom. They want democracy. They have to protect their freedom and democracy. Okay, I have read long stories in Israel. Violence, a lot of violence histories in Israel, Jerusalem, that since Jesus' time, before the Roman Empire, Egyptian, Syria, Lebanon, okay, they just they just want to destroy the God of Israel, his temple, but they can't because this is God promised land. He said his throne there. What can you do? You fight with him, he gonna destroy you. Okay. Look at the same. They don't have a God, but the if the really God that brought them from Egypt to in the desert for 40 years, mountain Sinai for 40 years. If not God, then the Israel people will not survive because God is the one to provide them. Live for 40 years. And that's why they their people are growing all over the world. The Jewish people. Okay? You had the Jewish people, you had the God of Israel. And you cannot destroy him. He is the creator, heaven and earth. You fight if you think if you hate him, if you hate the Israel God, then you will be he will be your enemy. Okay? He will destroy you. Okay? Okay. So I think that the Muslim people, Muslim world, I know it's not all of your people that are bad or evil, but I know it's a lot of Muslim world. They have a great culture. They have a great history. They have a uh, great architecture technology. They have a very great things. And but some of these countries in Middle East, I just said, okay, they are create terrorism. They follow the terrorism leaders and the falls. Okay, I know it's a lot of good people telling you not to follow the terrorism leader groups, or IC, Al Qaeda, or Hamas, or any of the names that is coming next. Okay, I know it's a lot of there's some very um, um, leader, the Al Qaeda or IC like leaders. Okay, I know you guys are very favor them. Okay, but you follow them, the Middle East will no peace. Okay, and you fighting, fighting every day, 9 years, and you have no peace. Okay, so We all are coming to the U.S. We want to follow the American dream. We want to we want to be peace. We are looking for the uh, the freedom. Okay, we are here. If you are not follow the American dream, then go back to your country or stay back there. If you hate the American, just stay back there. Don't do anything to against the American. Okay? If you hate the American or you hate the uh, democracy or freedom, then you have to stay back there, wherever. But we are coming to America. We 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 want to follow American dream. We want to be like them. We want our children to be like them, to be have job, to have education, to have business, to live in peace, and we have to obey the government. We have to be an honest person. We have to be faithful. Okay. So for now, so on. I think you see Palestinian and Gaza. Well, it's gonna wipe out. Okay, it's gonna be if you the Palestinian people move back after this war, and you guys come back to your town, your village. Okay, gonna take. I think that is everything's gonna change your life. Your cousin, your parents, your mom, your dad, your children are gone because this war, because you are following the wrong leaders, and you will learn your lesson. Okay, we on depend on Israel. The Israeli people, they protect their democracy, freedom, and they worship their God. All people around the world coming to Israel just for their God, for the Israel people and their God, but not for the Palestinian. Okay, a lot of people coming to Israel just for their God. Okay, because the God has a long history. Uh, because Christian people believe believe believers, they coming to see their God, the God of Israel. Okay, they're not coming for the Palestinian, but they're coming for the Israel people, their God. They're coming to support the Israel people, their God, the name of Jesus Christ, the Son of a Man. Okay, so stop violence. Build peace in our mind. Make peace. Be a peacemaker. Protect your freedom. Protect your democracy. Okay. Stop following the wrong leader. Stop following the IC Hamas leader. They are not leading you to the. They are leading you to the wrong way. They are leading you to destroy. Stop. I seen this, and I tell you people, enough is enough. Suffer we pain. Thank you. Thank you for the Muslim world. And thank you for the